Hey, this is Gracie and Jay. So there's a new Next up in Jorvik that actually came out today, which is a Thursday, so that's kind of weird. Because I think that typically it's come out on like Tuesdays, at least we're in Norway, so could be different for like different languages and stuff. Well, I know that Norway is a country, but you get what I mean, like. Um, but anyways, next up in Jorvik. And it seems like there's gonna be some ranch stuff. I think also like the update that came out yesterday, which I did a video today. Was talking about like some stuff on the ranch, but I don't remember what that was about. So yeah, I just did the video, like, just finished it, like, a second ago or so. Well, not a second ago, but you get what I mean, like, just a little bit ago, and I still just don't remember what it said in the update. But I mean, I guess it was like I was focusing more on the things that were actually part of this week's updates. But yeah, oh well. Howdy, check out what's coming to your Jorvik the next coming 4 weeks. Time to make summer memories at Starshine Ranch. Okay. Welcome to Camp Western. Oh, a camp. Okay. Sorry about the noise. And the thing is, I don't even know if you can hear it, but oh well. Anyways, July 5th. Carl and Lisa invite you to spend the summer at Stashen Ranch. Get a taste of ranch life by helping out with taking care of the animals and errands. Once your chores are done, venture out to explore the great wild wilderness. Who knows what you might encounter? This will be a summer you will never forget. Want to kick off the adventure with a new friend? There's 8 new coat variations for the Belgian warm blood, Welsh pony, and Appaloosa. Each color is selected from requests we have seen in the community. That's cool. So I guess, like, there are some, like, daily tasks, I guess. Then, like, a daily, like, maybe a little bit race, kind of. Like the Red String Trail, I would say, probably. Just, not going there, I guess. And then new horses, or at least, yeah, new horses, because, like, sure, it is coat colors, but still, like, you know, that would be new horses. So that's coming on the 5th, and I'm going away now and staying away until the 6th. So I don't think I will be recording any videos while I'm away. I could, but I don't think I will. So yeah. So I probably won't do any videos until like the 6th or 7th or so, but I mean, like, I often will do my videos on the Thursday or Friday, because like on Wednesdays it's like a lot of people will be on to check out the update, and it's just like also sometimes a little laggy then and stuff, and like the update comes out sometimes later in the day, so maybe I won't have time in even to like be able to be on before the day is over. So yeah. So yeah, I'll just see when I'll do that update, but probably won't be on the 5th, and I mean, obviously I can't do it before the 5th, so yeah. Maybe not on the 6th either, because then I'm like, going back home, and yeah, I might not be on my computer then, so we'll just see, but oh well. Anyways, learning the ropes, July 12th. This week, Starshine Ranch introduces lunching. The ranch will have more chores for you to earn summer tokens. Oh, okay. So we can, like, earn summer tokens by doing chores. That's kind of cool. Prepare your saddlebags, because will be plenty of gear and even some flowers to bring with you on your escapades. So I was like thinking, oh, there's probably gonna be like, some other like summery things where you can earn summer tokens. I thought that there were maybe gonna be like some more summer festivals. I don't know if the Camp Western is going to be like a summer festival, but I feel like it's going to be like a summer camp. Um, but yeah, it's fun that you can earn summer tokens there, because like I don't have too many, and you could only get like, I think at most 4 a day from the Rainbow Festival. So I'm running kind of low now. So it's great that you can just like do that. So I'm gonna try to do that each day, and I'm hoping that Star Stable will like release on Android because then I could just do it on my phone. So yeah, and I do have access to an iPhone, but running low on storage there, like space, for the. So I don't have a Star Stable currently on the phone. But I mean, like, also I'm trying to like delete a lot of stuff now and all because I was thinking of doing some videos for like Pride because the Pride Parade is on Saturday, and I might um, go to just like watch and stuff, not like be in the parade. But yeah, but yeah, it's fun that you can like earn summer tokens from doing chores. That's great. Um, okay, communication is key. July 19th. For the past 2 weeks, you've encountered a lot on your adventures into the wilderness. There can't be more, can there? Oh yes, there can. Settle up and head out into the woods. You might find a little someone or two who needs help. If you give them some attention, these little creatures could be your new best friends. Oh, so you can get like new pets from, like helping them out. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. That's so cool. That's probably going to be like, the beach festival last year while you like gave the like catfish and stuff. And then you got a cat from it. It's probably going to be like something similar. I just wonder what kind of forest creatures we're going to get though. Um, so yeah, hmm. I'm looking forward to it, but yeah, really. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. So we're gonna have like 2 weeks of like, you can do chores, and you can also like get summer tokens from that, and then you can like go out and do like find stuff on your adventures, and then you can like get pets from it. Cool. Race along the shoreline, July 26th. Is it really summer if you don't get to gallop along the beach? Maybe it isn't. I don't know. What if you want the feeling all year long? Ooh. Fixed. The classical beach festival race and some beachy items will be permanently added to for Pinton's beach area. Okay, cool, cool, cool. It is the last week of Western Camp. The orange will ensure you won't miss anything. Shuffled chores, even more gold, and back-to-back encounter. Gold? Okay. I'm thinking that's probably rainbow gold though, but yeah. And back-to-back encounters will meet you on your toes. Magical horse rotation, Proteus and Sedna are back for 5 weeks. Oh, 5 weeks then. So the last one is, yeah, so it goes until like August. Um, and then I guess like, it's just until the end of August that we have the new horses. So yeah. So then we're gonna have like a summer camp for July. That's pretty cool. I like that. Um, yeah, yeah, I really like that. And I guess that's rainbow gold, so we're probably gonna still have the rainbows or something. Or maybe there's gonna be something else, but something similar, I'd say. So yeah, that's cute. Next up in Jorvik. Hashtag next up in Jorvik. Yeah, so it's gonna be like a lot of like ranch stuff, a little bit beachy stuff, but then mostly like ranch stuff. Yeah, cool. So it's gonna be like a summer camp, I would say. That's what it seems like, where you have like some chores to do, and then you can ride around, and yeah, I think it's gonna be really fun. And I mean, like, I don't have any plans now, like, besides from like until like from the 1st to the 6th. And I mean, the summer camp starts on the 5th, so yeah, I might not be on the 5th or the 6th, but I'm thinking I'll probably then be on the 7th. Maybe I'll even try to be on the 5th or the 6th, but we'll see. We'll see. Um, anyways, so yeah, so it's like Pride, possibly, and then going to my grandma, and then I'm gonna like be gone for like about a week. And then I have a doctor's appointment on the 3rd, and that's it for the summer, really. And then I'm thinking like when I'm going back here that I'll probably do a little bit of like grocery shopping and stuff on my way back, and yeah, and then I'll be home alone for the weekend. I'm a little unsure about like until when, but like when on Sunday or even Monday. And it's a little unsure if I'll be home alone from like the 6th in the like evening or the morning on the of the 7th. So yeah, and then I think I'll be home alone again. Um, I'm a little unsure, but I think like some like for about a week or something, either here or there or something. So yeah, and then like maybe some more. So yeah, and then I don't know for August yet. So well yeah, but anyways, um, that's that. So I guess summer camp. That's my plans for the summer. My doctor's appointments, possibly Pride, and then going to my grandma, and then summer camp online. Sure, sure. I mean, I'm not going to summer camp in real life this year, and I haven't for a couple of years and all. But I did go. When was it? I think it was the year when I was like 17. That was my first year, and then I think I went for 2 more years or something. So, no, wait, was it the year that I was 16? No, I think it was when I was 16, 17, and 18 that I went. Yeah, 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 because then was like 2020 was when I was 19, and then because of Corona, we didn't go. So, I don't know if it was summer camp then, but I think maybe it was like a smaller thing. I'm a little unsure if there was even a summer camp that year, but still. Um, so yeah, and then I just haven't gone since. So because I mean, like it was kind of like a little bit of like lockdown and stuff as well for like 2021, and then last year was 2022, and it was just like yeah. So yeah, so I haven't been to camp since Corona really, so it's gonna be nice to have it online. Yeah, I think that was it, right? Yeah, yeah. So summer camp on Star Stable. I'm looking forward to it. And I just love that you can like earn so many, like hopefully at least so many like summer tokens from it because like running solo, and I like to have a lot because like then um in case like I don't have the time to be on that much next year, then I already have some summer tokens so I can like exchange it, and same for the other like full tokens, etc. Um, So yeah, I do have a bit of like the other ones. I think I have most of the spring tokens because we just got like so many, or I got so many the first year because there was just so much to do and not so much to spend it on. And then I got like a little bit for the summer, and then like a lot, not as much as the spring, but like for the fall because I love Halloween. So yeah. And then for the winter, I now have like a little bit more than the summer, but I just, spent a lot, so I had a little bit more for the summer actually than the winter. But now I spent like, so I don't have that much left. But yeah, so I'm unsure if there's gonna be like a beach festival or something. I'm thinking that the beach festival kind of is just gonna be like this. Um, so that we like get, like a little bit of beachy stuff, and then maybe that's it. But yeah, I'm a little unsure though. So, but yeah, I think it's cool with like a summer camp because a lot of people actually go to summer camp, um, in real life. So yeah, I think it's cool to have like an online summer camp, and also maybe some of the people playing did go to summer camp when they were younger or something. So it'll be fun to be reminded of summer camp, you know. And I mean, I did go to summer camp when I was younger, so sure, I was like, you know, 16, 17, and 18 when I went, but still. But that's like a summer camp for like all ages, so it's not like a school style thing or anything. It's like, you know, yeah. So it's not like a like, you know, school style summer camp where you go and you learn stuff or whatnot. Um, you know, like there are plenty of different like, you know, summer camps and stuff. You know, like some are um, for like specific political parties, or you know, like for um, different diagnoses. Butcher that. And stuff, you know, like so it's like different, you know, like organizations, etc., that have different, you know, like it's just a lot of different things. So some of which, you know, like would be for school summer camp where you like learn stuff and all, like summer school kind of, I guess, and then some of it is like, you know, yeah. I guess maybe they have some summer camps for like sports or whatnot as well. I don't know. Um, but yeah, yeah. So yeah, so it's just like, hmm um, yeah. So I'm not going to summer camp this year. It's also a really popular summer camp, so it's like a lot of people are going. But yeah, so it's like gets sold out so early. And you can like have like a day pass where you like just stay there in the day and stuff. And there's like hotels and stuff like close by, but yeah. Then you would have to like drive, or you could probably ride your bike if you like get like bring your bike and stuff. But it is kind of far away from where I live. It's like I think an hour to drive. So, and of course, you could bring your bike like you know on the in the car, or you could just ride your bike over there. I don't think you should ride your bike there though. That's a little far. But yeah, you could bring your bike, but it's just like yeah. So my first year, I just like stayed at the hotel, um, and my mom was like coming with me, so we stayed at the hotel together and stuff. Um, so yeah, and a friend of mine also stayed at the hotel. Um, so, but then the other 2 years we stayed at that place. So yeah. So the second year it was me and my mom, and we like got a room in this one building, and then um, the next year my dad also came with us. So then we had a room like in the main building. So yeah, because you can like request where you want to stay and stuff, but like the first year we were staying there, we just didn't know, so we just like you know took what we got, you know, kind of. But yeah, so. And I mean, like, I definitely liked better, you know, like just staying at the camp than at the hotel. Because, you know, like, then I could just, like, you know, walk around as I wanted and just go back to the, you know, like, room whenever, you know, so, yeah, and we were, like, staying up really late some of the times, and, you know, like, then when we had to go back to the hotel, you know, like, I had to go back when my mom wanted to, so I could just, like, stay up, not all night, but you know what I mean, so, yeah. But you know, like um, when we like you know had um, rooms like at the camp, then I could like stay up for longer and stuff. So yeah, and I made so many friends. So it was really fun, and I think that you know like going to summer camp as like you know a younger child would be fun. But yeah, I never did that because like we would be like going away on holiday and then we would be gone for most of the summer. So I never like went to summer camp as a kid. Like I mean obviously I was 16 and 17 when 2 of my years at this camp, so but you get what I mean, like, school age and stuff. So, like, I was still in school at the time, so I don't know. I'm just like, kind of like rowing my boat further away from the point. So, but yeah, but I mean, like, I kind of wish in one way that I would have gone to camp like when I was younger as well. Um, because that would be fun, I think. But yeah, but we would be like just gone for most of the summer anyway. So it's like we would be on holiday. So yeah, and I mean, like, not that I would have wanted to trade that or anything because that was really fun. But it's just like, it would be kind of fun to go to summer camp, like, as a kid, and yeah, I think at least. So, I mean, in one way, I would have kind of loved it, but it kind of depends a little also on, like, um, everything, because, like, we did have, like, school camp kind of, like, so that we would go away with our class. For like, I don't know if that, I think that was a week, but I think we also had some, like, just weekends with our parents as well. Like, but there was like one with the school where we went with our teachers, and that was just like no parents went along, and I think we stayed there for a week. And I mean, so yeah, I mean, like, it kind of like depends on who you get like to share a room with and stuff. Because, like, when I went to summer camp now, I went, like, and shared a room with my parents each time. Whereas, like, if I would have gone as a kid and, we did, like, with school and stuff for a week. And when we, like, went with our parents, like, I shared a room with my parents, so, or my mom. I think maybe, like, some friends too sometimes, but it's just, like, it was always my mom as well, so that was, like, yeah, great. Um, so I think that, like, as a kid going and, like, sharing a room with, I mean, depending on if my friends would have gone too, though, but, like, if my friends hadn't gone, um, then, like, I could have, gotten assigned a room with people I didn't like or something, or that didn't like me. That's exactly what happened when um, I went to, like, the, like, school trip for a week. So yeah. I mean, like, I liked two of the people that I shared a room with, but there was just, like, the last one was, like, the one like, that was the only person in my class I didn't want to share a room with. Like, yeah. So it was, like, only one person in the entire class was it that I didn't want to share a room with. Um, and that was the person I got to share a bed with. Like, it was a bunk bed. Oh my gosh. It was yeah, it was a bunk bed. Okay, so, gee, sounded so horrible. The only person I didn't want to share a room with, I shared a bed with. Traumatized. Bunk beds. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so it was like, so I'm sure like that could have happened. I just watched a show on Netflix like called The A-List or something. Um, and that was like people like, on a summer camp, and they like, I think some of them shared a room with someone they didn't want to share a room with and all. So, yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, so it's just like, I mean, sharing a room with people that you don't mind sharing a room with or would love to share a room with, right? But, like being stuck with someone that you just really don't want to share a room with. And then especially when you get to, like, share a bed with them. And yes, really happy that it was a bunk bed and nothing else, but still, like, yeah. Um, yeah, yeah. Kind of ruined that a little bit for me. And also the worst part about it was, like, that I was, forced to share a room with the one person in my class I didn't want to share a room with. And my best friends got a room, just the two of them. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, like, they weren't really that great friends, the two of them, but because it was like kind of like I was, like best friends with both of them, but they weren't really getting along that well. I mean, yeah, sure, they were friends too and all, but just they weren't besties or anything. So it's like it sucked that my two best friends that really didn't get along that well got to share a room while got stuck with the one person in my class I didn't want to share a room with. Like the only person I actually had a problem with sharing a room with was the one I got stuck with. So yeah. Mhm. So it's just like anyone else, literally anyone else would have been great. Anyone else. So yeah. And it's just like we were to even like write a list of who do you want to share a room with, and I don't know if it was like 3 or 4 people that we were just like put on the list. But I put my two best friends at the like top two. And then I'm unsure if it was 3 or 4. So I know that I put this other person that I actually got to share one room with, or maybe even if it was 5. So maybe I got like maybe I put the other one that I shared a room with, but I think I put those two as like 4 and 5, if anything. Maybe 3 if it was just 3, but like, so I'm sure that I put, like one of the people I shared a room with on that list. But that was like, the last one. Or maybe I put both of those two on my list, like as like 4 and 5. I'm a little unsure if that still would have been 3 for that one that I know I put on my list, but yeah. I'm just like, I know that, like my two best friends was 1 and 2, obviously. And then, like, I'm not sure if it was just 3 or if it was, 5, or 4 even. So I'm a little unsure if I even put the, like, second person in the room on my list. Um, if you think of me as the fourth person, then yeah, I know I put the first person on my list either as number 3 or 4, depending on how many we were to put on the list. But I'm unsure if I put the other one, like the second person, on my list as well. If there were 5, I think I did. Um, but if there were like only 4, I didn't, because yeah, there's another person that I would have preferred over that person. So yeah. So definitely my two best friends, and then 3 or 4 was like one of the people in my room, and then maybe 5 was the second person in my room, and then if there were 5, then there was also another one that I didn't get to share a room with. So it was like I didn't get my first, I didn't get my second. Unsure about like how many there were, so I maybe got my third or my fourth. Um, And I'm pretty sure that both of my best friends put me as their first and then, each other as their second or something. So yeah, so, like, they didn't get their first choice. I didn't get my first or second choice. Maybe not even my third choice. Um, yeah. Um, I maybe got my third choice, but I'm unsure, like, how many choices like, how many people we were to put on the list, and, also, yeah. And it's just like, I mean, I understand that sometimes you might get, people that you didn't put on the list and stuff, just to, like have it, even out and stuff. But it's just like, I mean, yeah, yeah. Um, so I mean, like, but it's just like, I don't think that, like, I mean, sure, I was maybe on the list of, the 2 people that I didn't mind sharing with in my room. Um, Possibly. I mean, like, I'm thinking that at least, like, that I would have had, like, one that I put on my list and they put me on their list as well. So I'm thinking that the person that I'm sure that I put on my list probably put me on their list as well. And then maybe the other one that I didn't might share in a room with. But I mean, like, I know for sure that the person who, like, I didn't want to share a room with didn't put me on their list. Maybe they put the two others on their list, but I mean, yeah, definitely didn't. Like, I mean, unless like all hell is broken loose, then they didn't put me on their list. Gee, they would have never. So it's just like I don't know how we got to be put on the same, like in the same room. Like I just don't get it. Because it's just like you would have thought that like you wouldn't come with someone that you didn't put on your list, kind of like that neither of you put on your list. So you know what I mean? So yeah. And I mean, like, fair enough to not get your first or second, like, but yeah. And I feel like it would have maybe been better if we just, like, put the people we didn't want to come on the room, like, in a room with, on our list. So, yeah, like, I feel like that would have been just better because it's just like anyone would have been better, you know? So I feel like it's just better if you put the ones you really don't want to share a room with, as, like, mhm. So, yeah. So yeah, because it's just like I wouldn't have minded anyone else, but I mean, like I feel like maybe like then it would have been a lot of people would have put the person that's like the same person as me on their list of I don't want to share a room with this person. Um, so yeah, so it's just like it might have ended up the same because like you have to just put people in a room, and if nobody wants to share a room with this person, then yeah, gotta put them somewhere. Not that I think that nobody wanted to share a room with this person, but it's just I don't think that too many people actually wanted to share a room with them. So sorry, not sorry. But the person was always so mean. Um, so yeah, like even in kindergarten, I would like come home and be like, "This person is mean." So, so yeah, we had like my last year of kindergarten up until the 10th grade together. And I think that we were like in different, like, I think that they were like in the, let's say orange and yellow. Okay. Orange and yellow. Oh my gosh. But yeah, like, I think, like, I was in the orange. I think that that other person was in yellow, um, in the kindergarten. Not going to expose anything. I'm a little unsure though. We might have both been in orange, but yeah, I don't know. But anyways, but like everyone in orange and yellow would just be like playing together and stuff. So, but yeah. So yeah, we were maybe not like in the same class, like all of the time. Um, but I mean, it was pretty darn close all of the time, and we would be like in kindergarten, we would just all be playing together pretty much. So, and then at school as well, like we would be like only two classes from first to seventh grade, and two really small classes as well because we were like 30 people in total, maybe less, and everyone else was like so many more. I think they now have like three or more classes. Um, so yeah, at the same school for everyone because there's so many more people born in every other year. So I think they were like I think they were like at least 2 times, actually even more than that, in like the kids that we were like supposed to mentor and stuff. So yeah, so I think everyone had like two, maybe 2.5. I had three kids to mentor. I actually had 2.5, but then it was just like it was hard to do it like half time with one person, then half time with me. So I just like took all three, kind of. Um, so yeah, I just took all three because I don't want to share. No, but it was like like if it would be like okay, half of the time you're with this other person and half the time you're with me, it would just not really work out because like we would be reading books and like doing stuff, and it's just like how do you do like half of the time with one person and then the rest with the like and all of the time with the other two, like so I just felt like it would be better to like so it just like shifted to me just having that person all the time, like yeah. Woo. So I was the only one to with three, and that was fine and all. Um, but yeah, yeah. And I think the ones that mentored us, which was my brother's class, I think they maybe were like two people on one kid. Um, so yeah, I think maybe 1-to-1 for some, but like also 2-to-1. Because they were more people than us, but I don't think there were that many, like twice as. So I had one, my friend had one, and then I'm unsure about like the rest and stuff. So yeah, but I think it's just like gotten more and more. Um, like after me and stuff, like after my class, it's just gotten more and more because like also the 8 till 10 school that I went to, we were like until F, as like my class was the like last year of F, um, and then it was like G after that, so we were like the last ending on F, and then the next year they ended on G because they needed another class. Um, so yeah, so it seems like there's just more and more kids these days, which I mean it can't be that, But yeah, so we were the smallest class throughout all of our 7 years. Um, so yeah. So like we would be a lot of the time together, all 30 of us, because like the other people would be maybe like 2 or 3 classes of 30 people, or about that, and we would be like one in total. So if we would split up, we would be like not even 15 sometimes. So because it would be like around 20, 30, but then sometimes less. I don't think it was ever more than that, but still, so it would be like 15 if we split up, and the other people would be like 30 or more if they split up. So yeah. So we would often just be all of us together. And then for like, 8th till 10th grade, I was an F. This person was an E. And we would have a lot of classes together then, because it would be like typically E and F would have classes together. And then, A and B, C and D, E and F. And sometimes we would be like, B and F, A and D, C and E. Like I don't know exactly how that was, or like what classes we were with and all, but like yeah. So sometimes we would mix up like weirdly, but typically it would be E and F together. And I mean like I was sitting there on like the like when we were like getting our classes assigned and stuff, I was sitting there and like still seeing that person there, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's just E and F left, so we're definitely gonna be like team classes and have a lot of classes together. I just hope they're not gonna be in the same as me. So when that person got called up for E and I wasn't called up and like everyone was called up, I got so relieved in one way, but also at the same time was like, no, no, they got it or TU class. I just wish they would have done like one earlier. Like gotten in a class where I would have no classes with them. But oh wow, oh wow. At least not in my class. still we had a lot of classes together, so it was like, ugh, finally done with them when 10th grade was over. But yeah, so it's like it's been 11 hard years with this person. Um, I'm like far done with that now and shit, but yeah, 11 hard year with this one person. Mm. That I didn't really like too much to begin with. So it's like, yeah, yeah. And I mean, we would hang out sometimes as kids, even. Just, like, we didn't really get too much along because, yeah, person wasn't so nice, really, like, pretty much ever. Like, I think we hung out, like, once or twice or something, just the two of us, and that was, like, okay, but, yeah, I guess we just clashed, so, clashed. Or if it didn't clash, I don't know. We just didn't mix, just didn't work. So yeah, so it's just like and this is not like to be mean to this person or anything. It's just to be real. So I mean, like I feel like summer camp could be great if you get with someone that you really like and stuff, and you share a room with someone you like and stuff. But yeah, it's awful if you get forced to be in a room with someone, like share a room with someone that you just don't get along with and stuff. So yeah. And I mean, summer camp was kind of fun and stuff, like, the school one, yeah. The other one too, but just like, so it was like the school thing was kind of cool and all, but it was just like, it was a little tainted by, like sharing a room with that person. Um, so yeah. And I remember, like, not even wanting to go because I had to share with that person, so. Mm. So it was just like, it just started out as being so bad from the moment that we were told that we were going to share a room. Like, yeah. And until we came home. And there were some mean comments in there, like, um, so yeah. Well, yeah. Some that I saw as mean, anyways. And, like, because like there was this one comment that like there were two things that I remember so vividly, and there were probably more things as well, but I just don't remember that. So yeah, um, suppressed it or the rest. I don't know. But yeah, so one was like that. We were sharing bunk beds, and I was at the bottom, which oh my gosh, yes, I really didn't want to be at the top. So I'm so glad that that person was just like, I'm getting the top. So I was like, that's what I wanted. Thank you very much. So, because I did not want the top bunk, I wanted the bottom bunk. So, yeah. Um, and then I was like, lying and like tossing around because I couldn't sleep. And I just get from the top bunk, like, can you please lie still? You're like rocking the entire bed. And oh my gosh, the urge to just. I had to, like, really, really, really hold back from not just, like, shaking violently. No, I mean, like, it's just like when someone tells you, like, to stop doing something, and they're just being like, yeah, they're just, like, being so, like, rude about it, like, because you're just, like, trying your hardest to, like, be as, like, quiet and like not move as little as possible, and you just get a comment about like, oh, you're like making the entire bed shake. Can't make another voice for that. So yeah, it's just like it's just like you do really don't want to shake the bed so violently that the person like just shuts the hell up. I work up and shows violence. Yeah, so it's just like I really had to hold back from just shaking the bed so violently because I mean I've always been a heavy kid, still heavy. So I mean like I understand that me, like moving around is gonna make a greater impact maybe than someone who is like lighter and stuff. But I mean, oh boy, I can shake this violently. I can make the entire bed shake so damn violently that you will regret ever meeting me. So yeah, the urge to just, like shake the bed so damn violently. Oh, don't try me. So yeah, I really just want to shake the bed so damn violently that the person would just like, not die. You wouldn't die from that, but you get what I mean. Like, mm-hmm. It's just like, don't you effing dare. I just want to sleep. Just trying to sleep. Don't you dare complain. Yeah. Yeah. So, like, so hard to not just, like, shake the bed so violently at that moment. Maybe I even would have gotten the person to, like, ask to change rooms then, and I would have gotten a new bunkmate. That would have been great! Yeah, but I didn't. Kind of regret it, but oh well. So, yeah. And then another comment about, like, who would I, like, match well with as, like, I don't know, as a partner. And, how do I even explain this? Is it called a thermo bottle? I don't know. But, like, it's, like, kind of like a thing that is, like, supposed to keep things heated. So, yeah. So, like, you can put hot water, hot cocoa, whatnot, in there, and it will still, like, it will stay warm. Um, so, yeah, for a while. So, yeah, so, like, a water bottle, just like a little, I don't know. Yeah, pretty much a water bottle. Let's go with a water bottle because it's just so much easier to explain than. So, apparently, I would do well with I would match well with a water bottle. I don't know that that was meant, like, to be so damn nasty and all. I know it was meant in a nasty way, but it's just like, I mean, at least you didn't say someone and then ruin that for me if I like that person. So, yeah. So, like, at least you didn't ruin anything for me. You just said that I would do well with the water bottle. And me being asexual as well is just like, you know what? Yeah, sure. Do I'd rather, like, be in a relationship with a water bottle than a human. Yeah, definitely, that's cool. Um, so it's just like, I mean, I know it was meant to be like super mean and all, but oh, I'm so happy you didn't say anything else. Like, I'm relieved. Like, I'm almost saying thank you to that. Um, so yeah, then it was like, oh, I would fit so well with this person. I really like it. I was like, yeah, sure, I agree. Don't like either of you. Didn't say that I didn't like either of them, but just like, I think I said that I agree though. Little unsure, don't quite remember, but I think I maybe said that I agree with that. So, and I think the person actually got really happy, which I mean, that was not meant as a compliment. Oh, you just like tried to insult me so much, and it didn't work because I just don't care. So yeah. So it's just like you tried so hard to insult me, and oh, I didn't try anything. I just, actually said something that was insulting. Just, you wouldn't see it that way. So I actually did insult you. You just didn't know it. It didn't sound like an insult, but and you tried so hard to insult me, but it's just like I just didn't care. So I guess I win. Because, like, I didn't get insulted by something that was really meant to be insulting, and you said thank you to something that wasn't meant so well. So yeah, so it's just like you tried to insult me, I just didn't care. Um, I didn't even try to insult you. I just agreed with what you said and meant it in a bad way, but you took it as a compliment. Yeah. So you meant to be insulting. I took it as a compliment, like actually, genuinely saw that as a compliment. Um, I didn't say something that sounded mean, but the undertone was mean, and you thought it was a compliment. Oh well. Oh wow. Oh, so it's just like I didn't even have to say something mean, and it was still kind of mean. You said something really mean, and I just didn't actually care. I genuinely think of that as a compliment, and it was meant as being so mean. And mine wasn't really like meant as really like be trying to be mean or anything. It was just, yeah, I agree because I don't like either of you, so I think you would not do well together. You know what I mean? So yeah, yeah. So it was just like not really meant as anything mean. It was just, I don't like either of you. So yeah, I think that would definitely be a good match. Two people that I don't like together. Great. Then at least like none of those people are gonna be with someone I like. So I mean, yeah. Not that it would ever happen or anything, but still like. And also, it sounds like a compliment. So I mean, like I get that too. Oh, oh, yeah. And that person gets happy because they, like that's what they wanted to hear, I guess. So yeah, so it's just like, I mean, mhm. Yeah, so that person has just like always been mean, and it's just like it hasn't really been like so much like to me or anything. Like there's been like a comment here or there that I just didn't really care too much about. Um, well, yeah. So I would say it's probably been more to like towards other people. But I mean, like I always haven't really cared too much what people say and stuff. So it's just like okay, cool. So yeah, it's just like you meant it, like you tried to be so mean, and I dig your comments. Like, thank you. No, genuinely. So yeah, like it's just like like you're trying to be mean by like for example, calling someone gay and they're actually gay. So it's just like, but I am. You know what I mean? Like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Like, I mean, you're trying to call someone who's gay, like, as an insult. It's just like, I mean, I know you meant it as an insult, but I am gay, so you just like, just speaking facts. Using that as an example, but yeah, so it's just like, yeah, didn't quite work. Like, sure, you meant it in the worst way possible, but it's just like, it is true though. Oh, but yeah, and I mean, like a friend of mine, not gonna say who, but yeah, was bullied and then stopped being my friend because of it. At least that's what it seems like. But yeah, stopped being my friend after be getting bullied. So yeah. And I mean, like, I don't know who the bully was, but I mean, yeah, there's one person who's like always been so mean. Yeah. So it's just like could have been like not everyone because like I mean obviously it couldn't have been me. I didn't even know about the bullying until like eighth grade or something, and it happened in like fourth grade. So yeah. So obviously it couldn't have been me because I would have known about it, and yeah. So I mean, obviously it wasn't me, and obviously it wasn't the person who got bullied, because I mean, duh. And it wasn't anyone who wasn't in our class in fourth grade. So it's like, that crosses off some people. And then I mean, like, it's just a few people that I know it wouldn't be them. Like, they just would never do something like that. So yeah. So it's just like it wouldn't have been that person, wouldn't have been that person, wouldn't have been that person. Um, and then there are some that I feel like, could have been them, but I highly doubt it, like, so it's just like, mm-hmm. And I mean, like, the other kids were like, they weren't really like mean, they were maybe a little bit rude or something, but then mostly towards teachers and not really like the other kids or anything. So it's just like, yeah. So it's just like, the other kids were maybe like a little bit rude. And according to one person, one of the other kids hated me, but oh well. I don't know what that was about, and I never got to like, get that cleared up and stuff. Like, but yeah, and it was maybe a little bit of like, that I was really good friends with this one person, and they used to be really good friends, like the one I hated me and stuff. So it was maybe just like, that person felt like I was stealing their friend or whatnot. Um, which I mean, I'm sure we could have been great friends if we would have just tried, but yeah. So yeah. So I think it was just that really, that, like, a person felt like I was like stealing their friend or something. So I just think it was that really, and nothing else. So, or maybe it was just a lie. I don't know. I don't know. So yeah. But like, that person was never really mean to me or anything, and same goes for literally all of the other ones. So I wouldn't really say that they were like really mean, the other ones. Maybe like a little bit rude here and there and stuff, and like, but not really like mean. So it's just like there's one person who was mean, and then the other ones maybe were a little bit rude, but then mostly to like teachers and not like the other kids or anything. And sure, there was some drama and stuff, like with some people here and there and stuff. So there was a little bit of drama, but not like people being mean to one another, like not people being nasty to one another. Aside from that one person. Um, so I mean, like, there's one person that I think could have actually like been a bully. And that's the mean person. So yeah. And I mean, could have been several people that were bullies, yes, but I mean, I for sure think that, the mean one was one of the bullies if there were several, and the bully if there was only one. So I don't think I can ever get it confirmed, but it's just like, that's the one who. The most likely. So it's just like, yeah. Um, yeah. And also, like, considering who this person was friends with also, like, after we stopped being friends. Um, like, it was just like, yeah. So it's just like, those people that this person was friends with afterwards, um, clearly, like, weren't the one, like, most likely weren't the one who bullied them. Because it's like, they stopped being friends with me because someone else bullied them, and I really think that, like, they stopped being friends with me because either they thought they were being bullied for being friends with me, or like, or something associated with me, or that it was just like, seeing me reminded them of their bully and being bullied and stuff, because, they were bullied when being friends with me. So, so I don't think they would have, like, made friends with their bully. Like, that's just really weird. Like, I mean, sometimes, of course, some people do that, but it's just like, also the people that they made friends with after this, it's just like, I don't really picture them as being a bully, so yeah. So it's just like, there are a few people that I think maybe could have been, um, but also it's just like, nah, they wouldn't. Like, oh my gosh, who were even the people in my class? Um, I should like get up a class photo or something. But I'm gonna try to think. Yeah, it's just like no one else that like picture could actually be doing it. Like it's just no, no, no. So it's just like it's just that person that I think would actually be doing it. Like the other ones is just like, sure, they could be a bit rude at times and stuff, but mm. And also, I mean, like I know that some of the people would not be treating another friend of mine too well and stuff, but I think that was just a lot of people, and I think it was just like really being a bit rude, and also was like a little different. Said with me, that's why we clicked so well. So it's just like I think that was just like coming into the class, like almost at the end, um, and then just like trying to find your way, and then yeah. And also, like that friend was told by someone, I don't know who, that they shouldn't be friends with me and my other friend because like we were not popular. And my friend, the most savage person ever, like responded with, "Well, I don't care about people being popular. They're at least nice." So, woo! I don't know who said that, like but I'm thinking probably the bully. That's and the main person. Is what I'm thinking. Is mhm. So yeah, because it's just like the other people never seem to dislike me or anything, and it's just like I seem to kind of be the issue here. Like my friend was like playing with me. Maybe also like what we were doing was the problem and not just me. But yeah, because I mean like if I were the problem, then they surely would have bullied me too, right? Or at least tried. Unless it was just like there's no point in trying to bully this kid because this kid is so weird. It's like, stay away. I don't know. But yeah, so I think it was more so just what we did that was, the thing, and not, that I was the issue, and that they didn't really bully me because I just didn't care, I guess, or something. I think that was it. Or maybe just like, my mom worked at that school and I was kind of, like a little bit of like the teacher's favorite and stuff. And like, I think that's a little bit of like, I just don't care. My mom works at the school, and also like all the teachers pretty much love me. So yeah, I don't think I've ever had a teacher that didn't like me. Um, so I had some teachers that I didn't like too much, but I don't think I've ever had a teacher that didn't like me. And also, like, I mean, also there's this other person that was like a little bit older and stuff, was saying that me and my friend were like the only kind ones, which not really, but like sure. Um, so yeah, it's like I made the like impression for people that I'm kind, and also got invited to some kid's birthday party because I'm kind. Like they invited, everyone from their group, like the blue group, whatever, and I was in the red group. Yeah. Um, just as an example, and then they invited, like their best friends from my group and me because I'm kind. So I mean, yeah, yeah, um, yeah. And I mean, that's how I've been described. Like kind and intelligent. That's like pretty much what everyone says about me. And I have this like plate thingy where we're supposed to like write kind words for each other, like for like when we graduated 7th grade. And it says pretty much like you're smart and you're kind, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, yeah. Some maybe said like, "Oh, you're good looking and shit too," but like it was like you're smart and you're kind. Oh, I have it at my dad's place, so. Because I have my bedroom still there, so just have like most of my stuff there. So I could probably like do a video or something, or maybe I could put in a picture or something. It's gonna be in Norwegian though, so I'll probably just do a video where I go through stuff like old stuff and yeah. But still, so yeah, so it's like how people would describe me, kind and intelligent. That's me, and also like the Virgin test. Like the movie Divergent, or I guess maybe it's movies even. But yeah, there's like this test where you like, see, okay, what are your qualities? And mine are kind and intelligent. So I'm divergent. Woo! I'm also neurodivergent, so not the same thing, or maybe it is, who knows? But yeah, fun. Um, yeah. So it's just like, so I don't really think that anyone ever like really disliked me. Um, Like, sure, maybe they said they did or something, but I don't think anyone actually ever did. So, yeah. And yes, I know that I just talked about how this person who apparently said they hated me or whatnot, but I think that was maybe just, like that they felt like I was stealing their friend or something, which I can understand that you might, like dislike someone if you feel like they're stealing your friend. So, yeah. And I mean, there would be no other reason, so, to hate me, anyways. So yeah, so it's just like So I have my ideas about who I think the bully, etc. was, and sure, I think there has been like some mean comments from like this person and that person and shit, but like those people I don't really see as being mean. Like sure, they did something mean once or twice or so, but not like they were mean. So they were like good people that just sometimes did something bad. So for the most part, good. But this other person is just like, sure. I mean, like we had some moments where the person wasn't too bad and shit, but for the most part, it was just like, yeah, no. So that's the person I would actually describe as mean. And of course, I don't believe that everyone is like, or anyone is 100% good or 100% bad or something, but yeah. Like I'm sure I probably describe some other people in my life and probably will describe other people as mean, but it's just like this is the person that I've described since kindergarten as mean. That was the one word that is like how I would describe this person. So it's just like yeah. And I'm one to like often describe people as lovely and stuff. So it's like yeah, I usually use kind words about people. So the fact that I am calling this person mean. Um, yeah. and like always have says a lot, you know. Because it's just like I've always tried to be as kind as possible, um, which is like why I wouldn't just like rock the bed to hell, the bunk bed. When I got complaints, I just tried to be more like lie more still, and try to not move. So it's just like, I always try to be as kind as I can be. And I would say that I'm probably just like, naturally kind and all. So it's just like, it just comes natural to me. So it's just like, I don't really have to try that much even. But, like at times when I just don't feel like being too kind and stuff, I always like try to just, take a breath and do better. So, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, so like it speaks volumes that um, as a kid, as a small kid, would be like the one word I would describe this person as is mean. That's it. Um, so yeah, because I wouldn't do that with most people. Like, sure, if they just are mean sometimes, like or say something mean once or something, I wouldn't be like, oh, this person is mean. So it's just like this person hasn't just like said one thing or done one thing or something. It's like it's been just so much over, those 11 years. Um, and of course, I hope the person can, like be kinder and, like do better because, I mean, I think the world is just a better place if we're nice. So, yeah. But, oh well. But, yeah. So, yeah. So that, like, school summer camp thingy was fun, aside from that. So, yeah. Well, there was a little bit other too, like, ugh, but that was just like someone forcing me to try fish, and that was horrible. But that was like it, like aside from that, it was real fun, and yeah, I really liked it. So, so I would say that going to summer camp is probably a cool thing, especially if you like get roommates that you really like and all, or at least ones that you just don't mind spending a room with. Spending a room with is not the right word, but oh well. So it's just like as long as you don't get roommates that you just can't stand and stuff, and just don't want to share a room with, I think it should be fun, you know. And sure, there might be like one thing here and there that isn't so fun. Like you might get forced to like eat something you don't like or some, or like as our teachers would like force us to shower and wash our hair as well. Like it just yeah. Um, so it's just like sure, showering is fine. Um, mhm. But now you gotta wash your hair too, I guess. Which is like, I mean, we're gone for a week. Washing our hair isn't the most important thing on the planet. But oh well. But sure, sure. So it's just like, yeah. And I mean, like, being forced to shower isn't the worst thing in the world. Oh my gosh. So that's like, but the fact that I think they would like, smell us or something, or smell or hear at least just to see it, or like just check if we had showered. So that was really weird, and like don't do that. But yeah. Whew, whew. Mhm. So So I'm sure that summer camp can be fun. I think I probably would have preferred it more to like have it be online because then you could just like log out whenever there's troubles, like so if you get put, with someone you don't like, you could just log out. A little bit hard to do in real life. Um, and I think my mom like, talked to my teacher and was like, well, this little weirdo doesn't want to be in a room with this person. But the teacher just didn't do anything about it, which, I mean, I think that they definitely should, like, mm, like, I definitely think they should be listening to the kids when they're saying, like, they don't want to be in a room with someone. Um, because, like, people have, like, their reasons and stuff, and it's just like, yeah. And, like, the bullying happened in fourth grade, and it was like I could have been bullied too. So like, so I could understand, like trying to separate the bully from the one being bullied and stuff. And it's just like, so it's just like, like my reason could have literally just been that this person bullied me. I don't want to share a room with them because of that, but um, but I guess it was just, like, yeah, just gonna put people together. um, Which I mean, like I said, like I don't think that any of the other people, like I don't think any of the people in my room wanted to actually share a room with that person, and I don't think they want to share a room with any of us. So it's like, don't know how they got into a room, like, you know, because it's just like I can't imagine the other two actually putting that person on their list, and I can't imagine that person putting them on their list either. Like, like that's like no. And who were even in my old class that got into the same class as that person? Like, I mean, there were six classes, so like we were 30 people, divided into six classes. Um, you know, so not too many. Um, but yeah, so yeah. So I mean, like 30 divided by six. How many is that? Five. Yeah. So I mean, like, mhm. um, and that would be like some boys and some girls. Um, and nobody was like at least out as non-binary at the time, so that's why I'm saying boys and girls, because and not that I think any of them are though either. So yeah, maybe, but it's just no one was out at the time, anyways. So as non-binary or really anything. So yeah. So like that would have been five, about five. So yeah, I think we were five in my class. Um, Not that I remember who I even went to school with. Lovely. Wow. Wow. Who did I even go to school with? Uh, I mean, I think I know three of the people. plus me, so that's 4. And I think there was one other, but I just don't remember who. In like F and then E? Holy crap, I don't know. Hmm. Who? Gee. So I mean, they would have been either 2 or 3, like of guys and girls. Um, so I guess 2 of one and 3 of the other, approximately. So it's like I have to remember at most 3 really, because like, or really just like 2 people. Anyways, 1 or 2 because that person. So yeah. Who would be the other one? Gee. It wasn't like a person that was a part of my friend group or anything. So, man, who did I have classes with that wasn't in my class? Huh. I have no clue. But yeah, it doesn't really matter because like what my point was that that person would make friends with people from the other schools and not really like be so much with people from our old school, which same. But yeah. But I mean, like, I was like friendly with, everyone but this one person. But I wasn't like friends really or that close with most of them. Um, so yeah. And then there were 2 people like that I was like kind of close with that went to other schools. So I mean, so yeah, so I had pretty much just like one person left that was like in my group and stuff from like the old school. So yeah, but I don't really think that that person, the mean one, had anyone from the old class. So yeah, but yes, it's just like I don't think. I mean, I know I didn't put that person on my list, and I don't think the other 2 did either. Like maybe one of them, but I kind of doubt it. And that's like, it depends on how many people we would have put on the list, like, um, so, you know what I mean? Like, so it's just like, sure, I think that, like that third person that I called second person, like, but yeah, I think that, like, well, I know I didn't put that person on my list, and I put maybe the 2 others, at least one of them, maybe the other one. So the one that I put on my list, I'm pretty sure did not put that person on their list. Um, so yeah. So it's just like, they didn't put that person on their list. Pretty sure of that. I'm pretty sure that they probably put, like the person that I maybe put on my list on their list. Um, and then, up to 4 more. Maybe me, these 2 other people, maybe that third person. So yes, I mean, like I can see that as like maybe I was on their list, they were on mine definitely, and maybe the third, like the other person that was maybe on my list was on their list too. Of course, depending on how many people we were to put on our list. Yeah, if it was just 3, then I could have still been on their list. And then also, like then not on my list then, but if it were more than 3, if you put more than 3 on our list, then that person, like would have probably been on my list. So, well, if you put 5 people on our list, then that person would have been on mine, definitely. But yeah, it just depends a little. So it depends on that person. But I'm sure that that person probably was on the list of the one who was definitely on my list, and they probably had each other, and then maybe both of them had me. I maybe had both of them. So I'm thinking that the three of us probably had each other on each other's list. Um, so yeah, and then I can think of like a few like two others that they probably both of them would have as well as each other, and then maybe me. And then actually like another one that I'm thinking possibly could be. Um, but yeah, but like it's like if there were five, then. hmm so I can like definitely if they would have included me on both of their lists. Um, and I mean, I'm pretty sure they would do each other plus these two other people. So then, we have like one more person, which I'm pretty sure who that would be as well. So, like I have five people that could go on their list. And then, five people that could go on my list. Plus, like, and none of which are that person. And it's just like I said, it's kind of like, it feels a little bit like we would have, all three of us would have, like, been very likely to not put that last person on our list. And like put so many other people before that person. So it's like it just doesn't seem like any of the three of us had that person on our list. Um, so yeah, and I can think of two people that that person would probably have as their one and two, and then I'm a little unsure about the like three lost ones. Like that would definitely not be me. And then maybe like one or two of the other people, but it's just like I have a hard time thinking that like the other two would have put the last person on their list, and I for sure didn't, and I kind of have a hard time believing that the last person would actually put any of us on their list. Um, so yeah, so like it may be the one, but I'm a little unsure if it was on my list or not. But I don't think the other two. So it's just like they maybe put that person as their. I don't think three even, so maybe like four or five. And then not the two other of us. I'm pretty sure, and we didn't put them on our list. So it's like I feel like you should at least match with one person. Like they put you on their list and you put them on their list. Unless nobody put you on their list, then I think you should just be put with your number one. Because like that's the one you want to be the most with. So yeah. Unless everyone else just wrote not this person, and I just didn't get the memo. Hmm. Was that it? Should I have written not this person? I don't think anyone did, but it's just like I just find it to be so suspicious because it's just like I can't really imagine that person putting anyone but possibly the one that I'm unsure about if I put on my list, um, on their list. So it's just like, and I don't think that person would have put them on their list. Like it's just I just feel like the two other people would have put like most people before them, and the same with me. So it's just like, yeah. So it's just like I feel like they would have had like yeah, I feel like they would have put most people before them. Um, so like that they would like fill their list up way before they would even get to that person. So, hmm so it's just like yeah, maybe that last person put the one I'm unsure about on their list, but I can't really see them putting the other two of us on their list. So I really don't see how they got on in our room because it's just like I don't think anyone puts them on their list. And I'm unsure if even they put any of us on their list. And just one possibility there, which is just like, And it's just like that person probably wouldn't be the first they would put on their list. Maybe third or later. So, yeah. So it's just like, yeah. And I mean, like, I am pretty sure that they're, like, that some might have put that person on their list, that there are other people that are, like, I would say more likely at least to put them on their list. Um, you know, so it's just like there are other people that I feel like are more likely to put this person on their list if anyone did, which is like I don't know if anyone did, but if anyone did, then yeah, more likely for that to be someone else. Which that person probably would have put on their list as well. Which shouldn't they then be put in the same room? And not that I completely remember who was in the same room. Like, of course, I remember my two best friends in my room, and then I remember two out of all of the ones in another room. I think maybe three even, because I thought that was an odd pairing as well, and that I don't remember the last person in that room. But yeah, but like it was maybe like that person was actually gonna be put in that room instead of like one of the others or something. And then they were just like, no, we can't put this person with this other person. Like, we can definitely not do that. But I was just like, why wouldn't you then put that other person in my room? Like, we were close friends. We could have been together, like, why did you put us together? That would have been so much better. Ugh. So it's just like, it's such a, like, all of the pairings was so weird. Um, and it's just like it kind of felt a little bit like that, like, oh, we're trying to make you like, um, get closer to someone who you don't really like, who you're not so often with, and it's just like that is something you kind of can do like first or second grade, maybe third, possibly even fourth grade. But at that point, it's like people have made the friends that they're supposed to make, like people are not really going to make new friends for the most part when it comes to like unless there's a new kid in school, but like the people that you've had around you for like a couple of years now, you're not gonna like change how you view that person, like, and you're not gonna actually like be more with them, like most likely not. Sure, if you were to like learn something new about them and learn that you have things in common, then maybe. But it's just like trying to force people to be friends doesn't work. So yeah. So it's just like, you can't force friendship. So I mean like I get it that it's like kind of a like the like the intent is maybe good and all, but yeah. You can't like force people to be friends, so yeah. And especially this was in seventh grade too, so like yeah. That's like a little late to be trying to force a friendship on people. So yeah, so it's just a little too late to try and force a friendship. Um, yeah. So, and also it's just like, it's fine to like, have people do a group project, for example, together with people that they normally don't hang out with and stuff. Or, something like that. But having people share a room for a week, yeah, you should just put people together with the ones they're comfortable with and, their friends, the ones they spend a lot of time with, because, like, it's just, like one thing is having like a group project or something, but another thing is, like sharing a room with someone and being, with someone for that amount of time. Because, like you will be on top of each other, like literally because of the bunk beds, but yeah. Um, so you will be like on top of each other, like, hmm um, and it's just like, then you should put people together with, like their friends. Because, like the bedroom is where you're gonna change and where you're going to, like, sleep and kind of like be vulnerable in a way, you know? And besides from, like all of the daily activities, like in bathroom breaks and eating, that's where you're going to be, So that's where you're going to like get changed, pack your bags, sleep, and it's just like people deserve to be able to feel comfortable when they're going to sleep and when they're going to change and pack their bags and, like, yeah. So, and like some people might sleep with like a teddy bear or something like that, and might not want the entire school to know. Um, or like some people might, like wet the bed or have their period or what the heck not, and might not want everyone to know. And it's just like, sure, your friends might know this, mhm, and you might be comfortable, like having your friends know this. Maybe you had, like sleepovers with your friends so they would know. But just, like being forced to sleep, like in the room with the stranger pretty much, and someone you don't trust and stuff like that's just, yeah, not nice. Um, so yeah. And not that I think that I even brought a teddy bear though, or anything, and the other two, no, for that as well. But yeah, so it's just like I don't think that any of these did apply to me or anything, but it's just like still, um, you know. So yeah, yeah. So it's just like, But anyways, so yeah, so it's just like, people shouldn't be forced to share a room with someone that they might not be feel comfortable being around and stuff. So yeah, because like when you're going to sleep and change and stuff, you might want to be around people you feel comfortable around. So yeah, and I mean, like, there is teasing and there is bullying, and I mean, like, there's a reason why so many people don't want to like shower after PE class and stuff. And that goes for so many people. I don't know, worldwide. Or, like it's like so many people are not like showering after PE class, and you know, so they just go home to shower instead if they have it in the last class, and sometimes they just, go to the next class and don't shower and shower when they get home, but like still, like it's just, yeah. So, like it's just, like, hmm so, Oh, and I can't imagine what it would be like for like out trans kids, because I mean, like, oof, like even just like what room would you even be in? Would you be in like the room that goes with your gender, or would you be like in a room that would match with like your body? So like yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's just like especially then it would be like oh, how do you even do that? Yeah, so I definitely think that you should be put with like people that you feel comfortable being around and sleeping around and stuff. Uh, you know, for so many reasons, like. Because I feel like either way, that's kind of like, bad. Like, sure, being put with your friends, it's probably always great anyways, but it's just like, if you just put with the one person you don't like, and you have to change in front of them, especially if you get put in a room where, like, that matches your gender and all your body. Oh, oh, oh. I mean, sure, you would maybe just change in the bathroom or something then, like, yeah, yeah. And I mean, like, it's not like you're forced to shower with that person, which is great. Oh, I'm so glad that we didn't, like, were forced to shower with the people in our room because, oh my gosh. Oh. Like, we could shower alone if you wanted to. They were like, yeah. Or with people if you wanted. Like, but yeah, you could shower, like, with. You could choose who you wanted to shower with or if you wanted to do it alone. So, yeah. So, yeah. But yeah, so it's just like people should be put with the ones that they want to, and I think that asking who you don't want to be put with is probably better. Um, and yes, it's like a little more mean, and like that might mean that some people don't get put on anyone's list. But like maybe have both a list of who you want to be put with, but also you really don't want to be put with because like then you can avoid certain people that you don't feel comfortable around. Yeah, yeah, I think that's a good idea actually. And I know that it might seem a little harsh to be like, oh, the people I don't want to be with. But still, like, it's just like, people deserve to be able to feel comfortable around the ones they once they're forced to share a room with. So, yeah, because, like, you have to share a room with someone. And then, like, you can either share a room with people you feel comfortable being around, changing around, sleeping in the same room as, or you can just be like put with some random people, maybe even people that you don't feel comfortable being around at all. So yeah, so yeah, I think it was really bad of the teachers to just not listen. Um, you know, because I was seriously contemplating not even going because I was put in the same room as this one person. Like so yeah, and it was just like yeah, I mean. Sure, I had a lot of fun, but it's just like, if I could get a redo, I I would love to go, but it's just like I would have, like just, like I think I would have just been like, I'm definitely not sharing a room with that person, so you're just gonna have to find, another solution. So I think I would have just been like, I'm going, but I'm not gonna sleep in the same room as that person. I'm not gonna stay in the same room as that person. So yeah, I don't know where I would have slept then, but still like, uh huh, yeah. So it's just like I should have been more like just more. I should have just like not back down on that one. Um, so that's the thing I would have changed. I would have gone, but I would have just not back down on sharing a room with that person. So I would have just been like, well, yeah, you're just gonna have to find another room. Or just, like do a little switcheroo and like get me in another room or whatnot. Or get that person in another room, like whatever. So it's just like, yeah, I should have just not backed down on that one because it's just like, that ruin like that's like tainted that experience in a like bad way for me. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so it's just like I feel like we should be able to like pick our own rooms. Like that would have been the best thing, really. But like if teachers are going to assign a room, then they should definitely like listen to any complaints and like not try to make everyone just be friends because everyone isn't gonna be friends. So just like yeah, listen to complaints. And I mean, I think it would be better if like the kids could choose the rooms they want to be in like before you go, obviously not like while you're there, but like just choose like who they want to be on rooms with. And then like maybe you just like say, okay, there's like these are the rooms. It's like four people here, four people there, two people there, like, and then have people choose. So yeah, like yeah, I think that would have been much better if people could just like choose who they want to be in rooms in the same room as. um yeah, so I mean, to any teachers out there, listen, please, you know and I mean, if you have to pick the rooms, then like listen if someone complains because they probably have a reason as to why they have a problem with what you picked. And yeah, just like don't put people with someone who they typically don't hang out with, because once you've known that person for a couple of years, there's a reason why you don't typically hang out with them. That's probably because you're not the best of friends. So, and maybe you don't get along at all. So yeah. Anyways, I think that was it. I know this is a super long video, so but I hope that's okay. I'm thinking I'll post this on the 9th of July. So, oh come on. Yeah, I think I'll post this on the 9th of July because I like posted the other one on the 9th of June, and then I'm thinking I'll do the next up on the 9th of August. I'm having a little bit of a summer break because I have like some things to do now, and I was just didn't have any more videos that were ready. So yeah, so I just like I were yeah, I think it was that I was going away like in May, right? May? Yeah, I think it was like here in May I was going away. I don't know exactly when, but yeah, and staying away for a while, and I just didn't have any more videos for June. So I think I posted one on the first, and then yeah, now I have like one video left. So yeah, but I had so much to do here, and then there's so much here. Like, so I'm gonna try to like do some more, but it's just I've had so much to do and all. Um, so yeah, yeah. So I'm thinking I'll post this on the 9th of July, and then I'll post the other next up on the 9th of August, and then I'll just like see. I will of course post the next up videos each month, and I'll see if I'll do some more, because I just don't feel like there are too many people watching my videos, so I don't feel like too many people actually care anyways. So yeah, and I just have so much to do. I'm trying to like make a game in Roblox, but that was like I like played a game for a little. Was trying to like, because I was just want to see like what is Roblox and like what can you do and stuff. So I played this like police prisoner game. Sucked at it, but oh well. I was just like, I just got myself, like, I just started out as, like, a prisoner and was like, or whatever, criminal. And then I just sucked at it. I got caught so many times, I just didn't understand any of it, and I was like, and I tried so hard to get out of prison, and I just kept on dying at the same spot before I could get out, even of the tunnels. And then I finally got out. Um, and then I tried to like rob a bank, and somebody actually gave me the code to get in. Thank you so much, human. Oh, and then I like died or whatnot. I don't know what happened. Like I went on the roof, tried to be so sneaky, and then I just died or whatnot. I don't know what happened. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Lovely. I know. Oh, it's so good. Oh, yeah. 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 And then I just like was like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna like be a cop now because I can't. Like I can't go down into the sewers again and get out from there because I just don't know how to do it. I suck at this. Suck at everything. So I was just like, okay, I'll be a cop then. Oh, like if that's any easier. Was it? I got arrested as a cop and I was like, how is this even possible? I think it happened several times even. I think even once that a criminal arrested me while I was a cop. So, wow. Wow. That's a good job, I know. And then I just like I like had a car and then I got into the like passenger seat because I suck. And then someone got into the like driver's seat and were driving in my car. That was the car that I like, made and stuff. And then they just drove me around for a bit. It was kind of fun. Then they got out and I got into the right seat again. And then my car blew up at some point. And then I was just like, you know what? Screw this all. I'm just gonna like speed up into the sunset. Try to go as fast as I can. Yeah, and that's what I did. And then I tried to help the criminals with like doing crime. Yeah, I guess once a criminal, always a criminal. But yeah, and I picked the 9th of each month to post these like next up because I feel like I should have enough time to be able to make the video and post it by the 9th of each month. Like this one came out, on the 29th, so. And I would be back in time even because I'm going away, so I would be back in time even to make this video later on and post it on the 9th still probably. So, yeah, and the next one is probably coming out like, wasn't this like 4 weeks or something? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it's like gonna come out sometime between here and here. Then I would have still like a week, probably at least, before the next one is up. So yeah. But anyways, I hope you like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and watch my other videos. Because it helps me being able to keep on doing YouTube, which I would really love to be able to keep on doing. And not all of these videos are going to be this long, but it's just like sometimes, like I go down memory lane because I start thinking of something relating to the updates, the summer camp and stuff. So yeah, so sometimes it's going to be a long video, sometimes it's not going to be so long. Tell me what you think though. Like, tell me if you like long videos of me going down memory lane, or if you would like it just short and just the update. I can't promise that I'm actually going to do what people prefer, but I'm going to try, okay? So, and of course, if there's nothing I have to say, then it's probably just going to be short, but if I have something to say, it might be really long. Can't promise that it's going to be 2 hours each time, and yes, I know this says 3 hours, but that's just because I did one video first of the update for this week, and then, yeah. But yeah, I think I should end it before it's like 2 hours, because I feel like it's just, yeah. Anyways, yeah, so it's maybe going to be a little bit of story time. Who doesn't like that, though? But yeah, so I hope to see you later on my channel. Stay crazy.